with me here. There we go. Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting attendance to this one. Hey. Yeah, okay. You know what? Let me at least switch the OBS to the main menu of what we're gonna be doing today. At least what I'm gonna be doing tonight, or today, or whatever time it is for anyone other than me. Ooh. I need to figure out if Nacho is good to stay here. I'm gonna let Nacho chill on, like, where he is right now. I'm not gonna move him. Yep. But yeah, welcome. Shit, I guess for the VOD I should still do the thing. Oh, hey, well, I hope you did well. Those things are pretty tough. I'm gonna be doing one of my own sooner rather than later, so I get it. But hey, let me just do a quick intro for the VOD whenever I get around to uploading one about this. So, what did I say it was supposed to be again? Ah, yes. Welcome. This is your demented voice in this wonderful wasteland on your nuclear-powered radio. It's me, Atomic Nom. You can just call me Lucas. And today, we're playing Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Oh, buddy, neither too bad or too good. Oh, well, I hope it was good enough. I hate math too, mate. Math is painful for me. Okay, let me double check I have everything set up. I got the Lex Imperialis DLC, so I'm going to be running. I totally forgot that I owned the season pass, and I might need to. I might need to buy this season pass too later. Is there anything interesting in here? No? Okay. Yeah, well, I have this. Cool. Yeah, Rogue Trader. I don't have any mods, so there's the me proving that I don't have mods. Yeah, I got the Void Shadows DLC like late compared to when I got Lex Imperialis. it was definitely definitely the best time for you to come back, because it's like in the next few weeks it's either gonna be Rogue Trader or Darktide, because of the Darktide Arbites update, until the Warhammer 3 update comes out. And then the only other stuff other than these two games might be some multiplayer stuff with some buddies of mine. And I mean, like, that stuff can be funny. But we got some Warhammer 40k. That's gonna be the good stuff. I mean, yeah, it might be a dedicated Warhammer week. Like, unless I hop into, like, some multiplayer games with some friends of mine, just so I can kind of content farm that, it might be very much a Warhammer week. But yeah, I've already played a lot of the Void Shadows DLC when that came, like, when I got it, because I didn't get it when it came out. This is going to be the first time I see anything to do with the Lex Imperialis update in Rogue Trader. I have played the Arbites update in Warhammer 40k Darktide already. I've actually been binge playing that since yesterday. But this I have not touched yet. So, oh yeah, great dog. Wonderful dog. So this is going to be the first time I ever set eyes on this on this DLC. I don't think I'm gonna change any difficulty stuff. I like normal difficulty. Das character. I do custom characters because I enjoy a character who has. I enjoy a very specific character portrait because he has Yeah, thank you. No, hey. I believe enjoying the presence of Nacho is very different from enjoying the presence of a dog. Dogs are pretty great, and they got a lot of energy. Nacho's just a great buddy to hang out with. Always happy to have Nacho around. No, I love this character portrait, because, this is just, if I had the choice, I would want every game character I play as to look similar to someone like this. He looks a little bit like some of my family members, and it just gives me, like, a Jamaican heritage vibe, which I deeply appreciate for that little bit of level of representation. I don't really need to mess with his face. I'll keep him normal build. He has the correct hair. So what I'm more interested in is tattoos. I'm gonna, well, first of all, I'm gonna figure out the scars. I love how just, like, visceral. Thanks. I love how visceral Warhammer 40k always feels. Just how, just bloody and rough around the edges it always is. So whenever I'm playing a 40k game, I do like just covering my character in tattoos and scars. Honestly, yeah, the claw mark is pretty wicked. Do I want a facial tattoo of anything solid? Maybe the skull. Oh, that's right where his augment is, so I need it on this side. Ooh. Okay. I like that. I like that. I don't think I'm gonna put an Aquila. Is this on his back? No, there's probably a better tattoo to have there. No, there's not. We might come back to the Aquila. I think I want to look at one of these. Yeah, that looks good. Let's see here. I do like the sleeves. Oh, chaos marks. I don't think I'm gonna do a chaos run. Like, I'm not gonna do a heretic run in this. I need to like look at. I need to do a personal playthrough where I do a chaos run in this game, so I can know what actually happens. So if I stream that, I wouldn't just be like game ending it. I actually, when I'm playing Road Trader, I play a lot of Iconoclast, which is basically just like, I have a general care of humanity, but I like mixing a little bit of dogmatic into it, just when it feels right, you know, for the Emperor and all that. I think I want one of these sleeves that's just covered in holy symbols. You know, prove the faith. Is that... No, I think that... No, that might be demonic. Let's see, what about this? Are these... Oh, Christ, no, those are definitely demon symbols. I mean, those look like chaos symbols. I'm seeing a lot of this, like, spiked wheel, which, at least from my knowledge, is a chaos symbol, but... Oh, there we go. Mortis. Mortis do be a good, Mortis is a empire, an Imperium symbol, not empire. So at least there's that, and then I don't. The Aquila is okay. I don't think the Aquila is like the coolest symbol that the Imperium of Man has. You know what? I'm just gonna do chains. Yeah. Chains on the left arm, Mortis on the right. And I guess just... There's no other back tattoos, so I guess the Aquila on the back works out. I'm not gonna change the colors. Augments. Does this chin... No, the chin doesn't look wicked. I played some Metal Gear Rising Revengeance recently, so like the metal chin look is kind of solid to me. No, these are just... he had the... I got rid of that side thing. Honestly, none of these augments look too cool to me. Wait, hold on. Ooh, that gets in the way of the eye scar. Nah. What's this nose? Oh, hold on. That nose thing might be... Yeah, I'm liking that nose. We'll stick with just the one augment.
I'll see you terminated!
Time to reap the spoils of the battle.
Your existence is
Through chaos.
Watch this spectacle of...
Now that's interesting.
Oh.
Perfect.
I've never heard this voice pack before. I usually play...
Something of interest.
I usually play...
I'll make it happen.
Pragmatic male. But daring...
Supremacy is proven once again.
What do you say? Daring or pragmatic? I've never played pragmatic before. No, I've never played daring before. Pragmatic's what I usually play. You think that...
Looks like we have a problem on our hands.
Yeah, I'll fuck with this. I'll fuck with it. Let's see. I think... I can't look at the... it's because I can click backwards later. I think what I'm going to build is a hive world. I mean, Forge World stuff is crazy shit. No. Hive World, either a Blade Dancer or a... I mean, I don't know if I want to play an Arbites. I guess it would give me access to all the... thank you very much. When I'm thinking about this, right, I could just play an Arbitrator, and that would be pretty cool. But I really like the player character being a Blade Dancer character. Blade Dancers are just pretty wicked, and the dedicated, like, Blade Dancer companion character is cool, but I don't find her as useful as some other of the companion characters, and just having that limited number of character slots, you gotta pick and choose. Armor piercing. Armor piercing. Oh. Shock baton, power maul. But I don't care about shock batons and power mauls. Shotgun mastery, though. Two-handed shotguns in one hand is crazy. Parry incoming attacks with a ranged weapon. Oh, am I gonna have to give up on Blade Dancer to rock the Arbitrator? Yeah, I might have to rock the Arbitrator. This shit's psycho. Okay, let's see. Vigilant, Castigator, or Subductor. I mean... Huh, okay, so this is how they're cutting it. Interesting. I mean, I might want to go Castigator. I mean, this is the main character, so having some level of, like, command ability is pretty useful. The Subductors are fucking psychos, though. Ruthless Suppression. No critical hit. Oh my god. Dashes through allies and enemies. Okay. This is, like, I'm playing the main character. I'm gonna boost Coercion. I should boost Fellowship later on. But just, it gives me like fucking shout abilities, which is really useful. Oh yeah, no, like the big thing is, right, when it comes to reading this stuff, is at a certain point your eyes glaze over and you just kind of hope you saw the important stuff. I'm so sorry to say. Like, picking up as much lore as possible is very much a, well, looks like I'm going to need to own the Vigim game. But yeah, no, I mean, if you don't know a lot about the Arbites, I'm happy to just kind of fill more of the audio for this thing with it, because I watched podcasts on it because I was really hyped for these DLCs. This DLC, the Arbitrator inflicts Arbitrator's Coercion divided by 10 stacks of the death sentence effect on an enemy. Each stack increases the enemy's chance to be critically hit by 1% and reduces their perception and willpower by 2. Whenever a target under this effect suffers damage from an attack, it suffers +1 stacks of death sentence. The effect lasts until... Okay, so... Oh, it stacks critical hit chance. And then Castigated. Enemies hit by the Arbitrator or their familiar. Oh, Castigator. Yeah, okay. So this will help me get my dog, too. Or their familiar will deal -10 plus Coercion divided by 20% less damage. Okay. Damage debuff on attacks. That's pretty good. So, there's modifiers, skill modifiers, characteristic modifiers. Okay, that's in order. Arbitrator chooses... Hold on, were these passives? These are features. Abilities. The Arbitrator chooses a cell within 6 cell radius. All enemies within a 3 cell radius around the Arbitrator must make a willpower resistance test with a penalty based on coercion. On a failed test, if possible, they immediately move to the designated cell. And in the name of the Lex Imperialis, for 1 round, the Arbitrator and their allies gain immunity to prone, stunned, immobilized, and cannot attack effects, as well as all types of forced movement. Enemies must pass a willpower resistance test with an Arbitrator's coercion penalty or become immobilized until the Arbitrator's next turn. I mean, that's interesting. So, lore-wise, looking between the Vigilant, the Castigator, and the Subductor is looking at, like, 3 styles of Arbitrator. The Castigator is very much more an officer screaming into a megaphone, whereas the Vigilant is, like, the scary SWAT team dude with a big shotgun. And the Subductor is the scary SWAT team dude with a riot shield and a mace, which is... I guess I'm not really feeling the Castigator, even if they do have a familiar specific ability. So, every target, there's a bullet. Former squad was responsible for eradicating heretics that defied the Lex Imperialis. You learn to utilize different ammo types to best suit a given situation or take down a specific enemy, but choosing your arsenal wisely and targeting the leaders of the resistance, you always completed your objective in the... Oh, wait, hold on. This might be what I'm looking for. Enemies attacked by the Arbitrator or their familiar suffers the swift justice effect until the start of the Arbitrator's next turn. Their shotgun attacks deal plus 40 plus coercion divided by 5 more percent damage. Oh. Oh, hold on. That's interesting. Shotgun attack reduces the dodge, parry, and block of targets in this area of effect for 1 round, regardless of whether they were hit or not. Damage from this attack is reduced by half. Interesting. Boost coercion. Features will be available after Origin. Origin. Grisly adjudication. Shotgun armor penetration. Yeah, it's really interesting. Now I'm just trying to figure out if the Subductor is he any closer to more my speed. Shotgun attack has your shotgun armor pen. Additional arm. Oh shit, that's armor penetrating stuff. Shotgun maximum damage levels of bleed. Double slug. Shotgun allows the Arbitrator to make 2 single shots. All right, I'm gonna look through the suppressor really quick because I might go with the Vigilant because this will be the first time I play a character with a shotgun in this game. 2 or more enemies, 2 cell radius around the Arbitrator. No critical hits can be soared. Familiar and Arbitrator, familiar crit. Okay, so yeah, being surrounded boosts you. Dashes through, yeah, a dash ability, and no additional stuff. Yeah, Vigilant. Vigilant. Lore, persuasion, athletic. Okay, yeah, you know what? Just for the skill modifier. You preserved a copy of the Regional Lex and used the appendices therein to extract a tithe of unprecedented value from a rebelling Imperial world. Interesting. Illustrious glory, your words alone persuaded a group of rebels to join the Arbitrator's side in the midst of a planet-wide uprising, without any need for punitive measures. Oh, I actually like this. Hold on, wait, I actually like this a lot. In Feat of Greatness, despite having run out of ammunition, you defended a critical area for the Arbitrators all by yourself until reinforcements arrived. That's pretty cool. I'm going with Illustrious Glory. Grim Portents, you escorted a tithe of psychers aboard a black ship. The terrors of the warp left your soul harrowed, deterring you from ever tapping into forbidden knowledge. Brand of shame, you were defrauded by a group of clerks in the service of a rogue trader while collecting a tithe payment. You were never able to prove that you were not the one responsible for this discrepancy. Shadow of Torment, you were captured by pirates who wanted information on the tithe transportation routes. You managed to survive, but you never fully recovered from the torture. I'll go with this. But something I want to change. So, Hive World boosts strength and numbers. Lowers willpower, but it boosts fellowship and agility. There's camaraderie, outnumber. I want to see how a Death Worlder looks for this. Because Death Worlders are really tough. Like, Death Worlds, yeah. Plants, beasts, and sometimes even the environment itself takes aggressive and destructive forms, inimical to human life. While exceptionally difficult to colonize, many Death Worlds possess valuable resources that require an outpost or other human presence upon the planet's surface to harvest. These harsh environments result in some of the hardiest and most resilient populations in the galaxy. Those tested and found wanting die young. Oh, that drops my fellowship, though. Survival instinct's cool, and I mean, it's basically a cheat death. Trusty weapons, axes, hammers, las. Yeah, never mind. Hive World with the strength and numbers, it'll boost fellowship. All ranged weapons dealing physical damage. Oh, wait, yeah, ranged weapons dealing physical damage. It's pretty wicked. Let me just... Plasma Melter Power. Imperial World, ready to serve. Well, you know what the problem is... Yeah, building Imperial stuff means I can't rock with Xenos characters in my party as well, because, like, it'll ignore certain things. Kills an enemy, they gain 10 stacks and never stop shooting. At the start of their turn, there's a % chance that the first attack of the... Oh! It lowers fellowship? Hold on, but... Fortress... First reload... Okay, yeah, Fortress World Origin to boost shooting abilities is good. So, I'll rock Fortress World. I've never played it before. Let's see. Blade Dancer can do everything except Vanguard, Bounty Hunter, and Grand Strategist. But I'm not... An Overseer is the... Yeah, Overseer is the... Yeah, Overseer gets me the familiars. So, Overseer is what's gonna give me... I haven't touched a lot of demos lately. Yeah, I haven't touched a lot of demos lately. I still have a few sitting on my computer that I'm gonna try out sooner or later. But I haven't been looking at them. I've been very interested in just, like, shaking off the rust in 40k games, so that when these updates came out, I could play them. Blade Dancer can run Overseer. But Soldier can run Overseer too. Shit. So I could go... I need to look at the Arbitrator stuff again, because now I need to see... if the things in Arbitrator, in this specifically, are very specific to shock mauls. Because honestly, having a melee character, like, being a melee character has been useful to me a lot. But Blade Dancer, you need, like, actual swords. Blinding Purpose, Mob Justice, Public Sentencing, Physical Training, Pacification Procedures. Attacks made on others' turns deal more damage. Oh, well, I'm not gonna use that. Successful attacks reduce armor, shotguns, incoming attack, parry with ranged weapons. This is specific to shock mauls and one-handed power maces. I don't like that. And then this, I mean, this boosts weapon skill, which is really useful, but Vigilant boosts ballistic skill. Coercion. What about this boosts coercion too? So I'll get weapon skill. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is play a Subductor because it's built around rushing your enemies. And then rock a Blade Dancer. Because I've played Soldier before. I don't think I've played it like a crazy lot, but I have played it before, so I don't want to just rehash it. And I played Blade Dancer before, but because it's a DLC class, it's just really good. And I know how to make it a very strength-based class, because I've played it before. And it also gets me to Overseer, which is what I want to mess with the further we get into this. So, available points 30, 5 points every plus. Boosted toughness, boosted perception, boosted willpower. I want to try to bring my fellowship as much as I can. My character's still going to be the front man of the party, so I need good charisma stats. Withstand horrors. Well, they perceive. I need good agility. I am playing a fucking Blade Dancer, and I'm going to be focusing on Blade Dancer stuff in the beginning of this. I'll put some more into weapon skill. Don't like missing my attacks. Everything else we can boost later, but I will boost intelligence because I dislike having disgustingly low intelligence. This is the base ship. So I haven't played, because I haven't like done actual Lex Imperialis gameplay yet. I don't know if Lex Imperialis is the best, but I do know that Blade Dancer gave one of the best, like one of my favorite character classes. I find Blade Dancer to be really rewarding for how I like to play this game, especially because melee fighting in this game is not like horribly punished. Yeah, like the DLC is starting pretty good, and the Voidfarer DLC started really great too. The ships. So this is the base game ship, this Sword class frigate. The Firestorm class frigate, I think, came from me getting like a deluxe edition or something. So the Sword class frigate, it's like your classic Void ship. You've probably seen something close to it in like Battlestar Gothic, or I don't know if it's Battlestar Gothic, but I know it's a 40k game and it's like something Gothic. But yeah, decent firepower, high speed, respectable survivability. Fucking thing is 6 megatons, which is honestly crazy. Yeah, well, I appreciate that promise. Von Galactus flagship, mightiest void ship belonging to the Von Galactus dynasty. Every system aboard this frigate has been tried and tested in innumerable engagements. Its weapons and turrets deliver hard-hitting volleys with pinpoint accuracy. Its plasma drives are rugged yet reliable in extreme conditions. The flagship's size and maneuverability are perfect for pursuing smaller, faster raiders, and for hunting the countless pirates, Xenos, and heretics of the Coronis Expanse. Numerous Von Galactus rogue traders have acknowledged the exceptional performance of this vessel, and with a few minor updates, the flagship has continued to faithfully serve the Von Galactus dynasty. Yeah, of course. Fuck yeah, mate. I'd be happy for that. I love sharing games that I enjoy, so having anyone to see this stream is always a wonderful thing. I gotta figure out what I want to name this. Never mind. The randomizer gave me the perfect thing. Oh my god. You know what? Yeah. The Apex Predator. Sure. I like it. Arbitrator, Shadow of Torment, Illustrious Glory. So the only thing I'm not really great at is Carouse. But I am boosted on Persuasion, which is really useful. I need, like, good Commerce and good Persuasion. Oh yeah, I definitely need good coercion because my arbitrator abilities. But just having good charisma stats in this game is nice if you want your actual, like, player character to be just good at that. Oh, bigger ship? You want to... was he the bigger ship? Because I think... well, this is 6 megatons. This is also 6 megatons. But is this bigger? I mean, yeah. Warhammer ship designs are pretty wicked. The Firestorm class brigade is a modification of the Sword class designed to deliver fire strikes against larger enemy ships, not shying away from engagement with superior opponents. No, it's the same weight. Hold on, is it? Oh, it's longer. Okay, yeah, then this would be the bigger ship, yes. Number of souls, 25,000. Oh, but this has more people on it. But yeah, technically this is the bigger ship of the two. Does this just say the same thing? Yes, this flavor text down here says the same thing. You know what? Yeah, bigger ship. Let's go with the biggest possible ship. I've played this ship last time I played, so it works out. I like the character name Ignatius. I think it's a pretty wicked name. So honestly, these are some... I think these are okay starting stats. I mostly think these are okay starting stats because when I run down an enemy with a rifle with a two-handed sword that causes like 5 stacks of bleed, they're like, I don't really have to care too much about if I'm gonna miss the attack. Yes, he shall be named Ignatius. I only ever name my character Ignatius in this game. I think it's a great name for a Warhammer game. I think it's the perfect name for a player character in a Warhammer game, even. While I will do my best in the name of the Emperor, this is probably going to be an Iconoclast run, so the moral choices are divided into Iconoclast, Dogma, and Heretical. Heretical is pretty self-explanatory. Dogma is your, like, extreme Emperor worship, like, oh, you said you don't want to pray to the Emperor every morning, so I'm gonna shoot you in the back of the head. And then Iconoclast is more like a little middle ground and more just, hey, I think being alive is kind of nice, and I believe other people enjoy being alive too. So yeah. Dogmatic has a lot more Xenos hate, and I enjoy the Xenos character that you can put in your party. She's probably the best character to have as a sniper, so that's why I don't like go really hard into Dogmatic.
An excellent place for contemplation. One has the best view of the cathedral from here. Mesmerizing, wouldn't you say? An impeccable manifestation of the God Emperor's sublimity.
Not every voice line in this game is... well, not every text box is voiced, so when that happens, I'm gonna try to, like, read it until at a certain point my voice starts to hurt. Mostly because it's good exercise for it. But this guy is voiced in the opening to a certain amount. In the prologue. This is the prologue or the opening, and yes, the beginning of the legend, definitely. There's going to be a lot of voiced characters, so this is the only time where I'm not going to, like, read other character text and then also read the quote-unquote stage directions, like the man who has approached you is gazing down into the depths of the vast temple on one of the lower decks. And, like, after this prologue, when we start meeting a lot of characters who aren't voiced, I will be doing that just so I don't cut into, like, actually done voice lines. Because I want to let the voice lines that exist play out because they're fucking great. Let's see here. I'm playing a Fortress World character. This is basically a dude who lives on nothing but tobacco and PTSD. So, I guess... frankly, such excess can be tiring at times.
I believe there are those among us who share that sentiment. But such is our duty, is it not? To overcome base weaknesses and desires, so as to excel in our service to the God Emperor, the master of humanity.
The master of humanity.
Allow me to introduce myself. Conrad Voigtveer, Master of Whispers, in the employ of Her Ladyship Rogue Trader Theodora von Valencias. At your service. I haven't had the pleasure of speaking with you in person before.
Marshal Ignatius von Adelgard. Oh, this is a new name start for me.
My regards, Marshal. The Adeptus Arbites are famous for their unbending will and keen instinct for uncovering hidden webs of conspiracy and scheming. This is admittedly a priceless skill for someone destined for a path as special as yours.
Voigtveer smiles faintly, but you're not sure it is directed at you.
I will be frank with you. You may forget your past titles, no matter who gave them to you, or what their origins are. From the moment you and the other candidate were brought aboard this void ship, your fate changed. You now serve Lord Captain Theodora von Valencias, and carry the burden of an heir of this house. Henceforth, you share your dynastic name with Her Ladyship. Bear it with honor.
I mean, yeah, this game is a little similar to Disco Elysium. You get a lot more equivalencies with Baldur's Gate 3, but I enjoy this game a little bit more compared to Baldur's Gate just because the systems are a little bit more crunchy compared to Baldur's Gate. I love Disco Elysium. I think it's a great game. I just, I should probably stream it just so I have an excuse to, like, not just stop playing it for no reason. But yeah, let's see here. What is my reply? Master of Whispers. What are your responsibilities?
To put it plainly, I am the head of the network of spies and informers who serve the interests of House von Valencias. I uncover weak links both among Lady Theodora's retinue and in the ranks of her rivals. I eliminate our vulnerabilities and exploit those of others.
Let's see. Yeah, tell me about Lady Theodora.
I would rather not discuss the Lord Captain behind her back. Especially not on board her ship. No one knows better than I that whispers are wont to attract particularly close attention. Suffice it to say that Her Ladyship is the bearer of the sacred warrant of trade and a woman of immense power and entitlement. However privileged your position may be, I ask that you do not incur her anger by being disrespectful or obtuse. Lady Theodora despises both qualities.
You say I'm one of the Rogue Trader's heirs? So there is another candidate.
There is. And you will meet him soon enough.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do the first two just because, like, yeah, there is the I personally already know the lore, but also just if I skip little things that will already be explained later, I'm just saving a little bit of time and pushing further towards more DLC content at a little bit faster pace. I assume you had some goal in mind when you decided to seek me out. Let us address it.
But of
thank
course, I have come to invite you to a meeting with Lady Theodora. I imagine you have many questions for your patroness, and I'm sure she has just as many questions for you. It is regrettable that you haven't yet had an opportunity to speak. It has been an arduous voyage thus far.
Yeah, like, the thing is I love reading, but when I'm playing a game with a large amount of text, there is a certain point when you get that fatigue where you're just like, I'm just gonna click through this thing and maybe I'll miss something. But because I'm streaming this, it's making me want to slow down, and that's just gonna let me pick up more lore than I already got, like, last time I played this, which I find to be a great reason to stream it.
The Lord Captain and Master Ethelthrad von Valencius are conversing on the observation platform. Let us join them there.
Von Valencius. Yes, I know how to play this game. Thank you for the tutorial. I'll just click that don't show button. Let's see here. Yep, tab does the thing. A massive comforts table, obviously crafted from real wood. A resource is. A resource of incredible value aboard a void ship. That Technomat? Yeah, yeah. A noble. Alright, I kind of want to burn through the prologue pretty quick, so I shouldn't really put too much thought into certain things. Alright, Conrad. We going, bud? Oh, you want me to open the door?
One of the von Valencius trophy rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after your audience with the Lord Captain.
What's happening?
Run! The servitors have gone berserk!
You've been ambushed! Yes. Thank you very much. I'm going to tell you to not. Right. Can't move myself anywhere.
To the heretics!
Yeah, sadly, I don't have the gear I would choose to use to follow with, like, my, like, loadout. Like, I can't use this ability. It's a really good ability, but I can't use it because I don't have any swords right now, so all I can really do is rock this pistol. Okay, if I just push a little forward. 45%. My dodge should be good enough to deal with it, to, like, not get murdered immediately, so... Actually, do I have sword? No, I don't. But that's my turn. I don't really have much to do. Yeah, first fight of the game is, it's a tutorial fight. Like, you're supposed to have the tutorial popping up and telling you how to move and how to shoot and all that fun stuff, but, I just, like, started without any, like, cool equipment, so you're just kind of rocking it with, a pistol that's honestly, like, it's a pistol, but yeah, I'd rather shotgun or something. What's this? Never stop shooting. Yeah, like this, the thing that you work, like, make the kill.
For the glory of the Imperium!
Yeah, those servants just immediately got ripped to shreds. There was nothing they could really do about it. Servitors are servitors can be a little scary when they want to be. Why is it stacking? Does it passively? Why is it not saying if it passively stacks or not? Because now that I have 2. If Never Stop Shooting passively stacks, that actually makes it way better than I was expecting. Oh shit, I think it passively stacks. Yeah, so that like, oh, I can skip.
What suspiciously poor timing for such an accident. Servitors malfunction on the officer's deck at exactly the same moment when the rogue trader and her heirs are gathered here. I have blocked all passages between the upper and lower sectors of the residential decks. If this is a deliberate attack, it should stop the culprits from advancing their plan.
Let's see here. No, if it was a deliberate attack, at least there's nothing to worry about. Spread out. No one is allowed to enter the premises.
I'm afraid I must remain here. For Lady Theodora's safety, I have to oversee the execution of these orders personally. I hope you will have no difficulty reaching the observation platform on your own. It is just at the end of this corridor.
Right then. End of the corridor. Yeah, there was first fight. I mean, it's a tutorial fight. It's kind of boring when you close out the tutorials. I'm not gonna look at everything here, but like maybe just 2. A violet alloy, which upon closer examination turns out to be a handcrafted object. Symbols carved with a primitive tool are visible on the surface. Okay. This one looks cool. I know what that is. That's soulstone. A strange object that resembles sea coral. The porous surface is pitted. A sign that it has been underwater. Yeah, that's a soulstone. The Eldar usually use those to like protect their people's souls, pretty much. That should be a soulstone. Low hum coming from the artifact. Oh, it might not be. I guess I thought I knew what that was, and I was incorrect. Oh yeah, just look at the background that this game gives you. It's crazy shit. Love this. Stuff like this is so cool.
Marching ahead.
End of the corridor over here. Yeah.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide. Practically an admission of heresy.
I feel like telling a rogue trader they're being irrational is a really quick way to, like, ask to die. Because last I checked, rogue traders aren't exactly rational people.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation. No worse than my seneschal could have done. Make a decision. What will you do with Ion 6, Edelthrad?
You know what? I'm playing an Arbites character. Like, Arbites is very much like a super cop. I mean, they're kind of based off Judge Dredd. He'd survey the room. Your first impression of Edelthrad, who appears to be about 30 years old, is of parchment-like skin stretched over a tightly bundled mass of sinew, implants, and bone. The nervously twitching fingers, the face twisted by a slight tic, and the jerky movements are all signs of some illness or defect that has taken over his physical form. In stark contrast to Edelthrod, Theodore von I keep wanting to say Velactus, but I know it's I'm just gonna say Velactus until I hear the correct pronunciation again. But Valancius, that's it. Theodora von Valancius features appear as if they were carved from marble, eternal and indestructible. Head raised high, proud posture, hands clasped casually behind her back. Everything seems to emphasize the difference of status between her and Edelfrod. Next to the two of them, you see two more men. One is a gray-haired officer of impeccable bearing who is studying the contents of his data slate. The other is a behemoth bristling with holsters and baldricks containing all manner of weapons.
Our second candidate has joined us. Approach and give me your answer.
Answer to what? Let's see. Answer.
Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits, prospects for large-scale mining. The world is populated by natives who worship some heretical underworld spirits that protect those who offer them sacrifices. Flights of fancy, you might say, but attempts to install ore extractors have failed for the second time. The mining crews sent to the planet's surface simply vanished overnight. My question to you is, what would you do with this poisoned treasure?
I want to see if there's a statement which is, like, new in here. No, none of these are new. I like prioritizing, like, choices where, like, you've made a check and have succeeded in it. Just because, like, to me, my brain is saying, like, yeah, if you succeeded a check for it, that means it's gonna be better than a normal choice. And I need to, like, stop doing that, because it's probably not how this game works. Xenos or Warplore? Well... Xenos. Those spirits could well be the natives' name for dangerous aliens. I would firstly verify if that is indeed the case, and if the population of Ion 6 engages in Xeno worship.
Reasonable and prudent. However, chasing after ethereal creatures may prove a rather long and fruitless endeavor.
Apart from Xenos, an untrodden planet might be teeming with myriad horrors that are far more dangerous and difficult to eradicate. I suspect that you are simply unaware of their existence.
How... I mean, An arbitrator is a weird thing to, like, roleplay, because they're very much the kind of character where it's like, you're gonna bring a shock maul to any situation. So I feel like if someone insults you, you should immediately go to shut up or I kill you. But also, I think this works better. I gave a straight answer to a simple question, which, as I understand, was still more than you could do, Edelthard.
Insolent, ignorant upstart. How dare you?
Edelthrod,
Edelthard.
I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck, instead of proceeding to the middle decks to commence the inspection of the compartments in his purview.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora. Your presence has such a profound effect on me that I well forgot the time.
Ethelthrod bows ceremoniously and takes his leave without sparing you another look.
So, why are you here?
I do not know yet. I hope you will clarify that.
Clarity. A luxury that few of us can afford. There is a reason why I did not explain all the details of the question I posed to you earlier. Beyond the borders of the Imperium, seldom is one granted an opportunity to enjoy information in abundance. This, however, is one such opportunity. My name is Theodora von Valancius Massimo of Scaris. I am a rogue trader in the service of the God Emperor of humanity, and my rights and freedoms are vindicated by a most sacred relic. The warrant of trade, kept aboard this very vessel. Mine is the honor to venture into the darkness, beyond the Imperium, and carry humanity's light where powers wicked and heretical reign, and bow death and ruin to us all.
Now, I've got myself a question here for you. Do you know what a warrant of trade is? Like, that just, cause I could, like, start doing, like, little readings of some of the lore bits in this game, depending on, I just love sharing lore, but, like, you know about the Empire, you know about the Imperium. Do you know what a warrant of trade is? Because they're kind of cool.
It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Every world I discover, along with all there is to find thereon. Resources, people, riches, and mysteries, is mine by right. I command millions of lives, rule over numerous planets, and possess fortunes that no planetary governor or commander could dream of amassing. And you are one of those with von Valancius blood in their veins and a rightful claim to this inheritance when the hour comes.
Lex Imperialis dropped. Right. Let's see. One of. Does this mean there are other heirs? I feel like the first choice is a little too presumptuous of like, yeah, I'm ready to have your job. And then the second choice is like showing weakness. And talking to a rogue trader, showing weakness is like trying to get yourself killed. So, one of. Does this mean there are other heirs?
Naturally. Some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Ethelthrod may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibilities that may potentially fall upon his shoulders. However, I have a good feeling about him as a candidate.
Oh shit, you got like a Twitch Lex Imperialis drop? Oh, that's fucking awesome. I didn't know if those worked. Like, I had them enabled, but I didn't know if they worked. Fucking hell yeah, mate.
Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, then for that of their closest ally. Alas, even those responsibilities can at times be too challenging for those who share your blood. Kunrad Voitvir served me for many years before he made his mistake.
Did I hear you correctly? The Master of Whispers is related to you?
His kinship to me is most distant, as is yours. Nonetheless, he does bear the name von Valancius, even if he avoids using it publicly and, as such, strictly speaking, can be considered my heir. That door, however, is closed to him. Voigtvir's performance in his current role is satisfactory. Or it used to be, at least.
Yeah, Twitch drops, like, it'd be crazy if Twitch was dropping, like, stuff that usually costs, like, $12. But yeah, Twitch drops are usually just, like, small stuff, like maybe a cosmetic or something. It's pretty cool still. I enjoy it just because, I get something out of watching a stream. Yeah, free is free. If you're satisfied with Edelthrod, then what sense is there in having this conversation? Why are you wasting your time on me?
Impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse.
Literally just being like, yeah, no, I'm mentally torturing him because it makes it more useful.
You were granted the rank of Marshal of the Adeptus Arbites. That is more than just a title. It stands for decades of perilous service, dozens of verdicts handed down, and exemplary loyalty to the Imperium. Your knowledge of the law and the fear you are capable of instilling are a path toward maintaining order in the Protectorate. Furthermore, the sternness of our justice must be impressed not just upon the dynasty's subjects, but also upon the many competitors who covet our possessions. They, too, must be kept in line.
Oh, well, I'll fucking teach the Lex to some rogue trader competitors. Those motherfuckers think they'll steal my tithes? Oh, shit, no, mate. I mean, luckily free stuff is still free stuff, and I'm happy that you were at least happy for a minute. It is sad when you get let down, though.
Moreover, even changing your family name will not rid you of the fame you previously garnered. I hope it will also help you bring glory to the Von Valancius dynasty, to which you now belong.
Alright, yeah. Thank you for clarifying. May I ask my questions now?
I have some time before the navigator gives the signal to initiate the void ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge.
Yeah, well, I appreciate that you did on my stream. Hopefully it does something on, like, my analytics end, but even if it doesn't, you got something free, and I'm just happy to be the person who helped provide a free thing. Let's see, what questions? Where is your ship headed?
The Rycat system, the domain of rogue trader Winterscale, one of my peers, and rivals. Besides me, 2 other rogue traders exist in the Coronis Expanse, and each of them possesses resources comparable to mine. Perhaps you will one day assist House Von Valancius in surpassing both of them in affluence and splendor. I set the course for Rykad on the demand for a very specific reason. Perhaps I shall yet apprise you of the purpose for this voyage, but now is not the time.
What are my current responsibilities?
Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide.
Well, I have no more questions.
In that case, I shall head to... Disturbances reported on the adjacent decks. Seneschal, if the need arises, protect the new blood. It is possible that the chance to prove your worth may present itself sooner than you may have anticipated.
Your execution is assured.
You will make a suitable
That voice back
sacrifice.
is kind of that. You know what? I really hope that with this current voice pack, the character says, "I am the Lex."
Look out.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust.
My faith strengthens me. Die. Chaos guides me. Out of my way.
Oh damn! I'm getting shot, and I still don't have cool weapons. Big sad.
Let's set this into a costly
Hey,
mistake.
one shot. Let's go. Alright. That's it for that.
Death to non-believers. I serve the ruinous powers.
This is also a... Oh yeah, Mort.
Duty go
Yeah,
hand in
no,
hand. My place
all
is at the
three
fore.
of these NPCs are crazy.
I took care of this one.
Seneschal Ablard over there,
Follow my
the
lead.
one with the sword who's dashing around, he's a player NPC. Like, I'll be able to get him as a companion here. But Mort over there is
Guides me.
is an arch militant. Like, his
Just a
whole job
minor
is
setback.
being a fucking, like, just scary dude. His whole job is being able to use every single weapon known to man as best as he possibly can. Can I? Yeah.
I know what to do.
Oh, come on. Alright, man. Sure.
Chaos guides me.
This is why I need my Blade Dancer ability. I ran up to him and stabbed him.
Reduced to dust.
Weapon at the ready.
No, so further into the game, there may or may not be a Space Marine from my favorite Space Marine chapter who will be available as a companion character.
Easy.
So no, Ablard's not a
That's
Space
how
Marine.
it's done.
You will see how crazy a Space Marine is in this game.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered by their position makes them that much more vulnerable to the harsh realities of warp travel.
She looks at the Vox in her hand. All you can hear is lifeless static. What are your orders?
Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Right. Time to help Mort. Oh, wrong button. Time to help Mort. Yeah, Ablard is a companion character, and he's pretty cool. He has a cool kit. He's really useful to
Forge
have
ahead.
because he
Never
just makes a
linger.
really good melee fighter for you. Alright, Mort. Where are you? Fire you low snow cowering and irritant spotting riddled with holes, improvise single-shot gun lies smoking in his hand. I love the report of las guns. There's more.
Thank Providence you are alive and well.
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the riffraff around the deck, you show up. Always just after the fighting's done. You could set your chrono by it.
Mort, pull yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to chivvy us along? We're all done here. I'll report right away.
Mort pulls his Vox from the belt and hurriedly reports on the situation.
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship? The Voxnet is silent. The Vox Master is not responding. Armed assailants have stormed the officer's deck, and my arch-militant just destroyed several more heretics on the way here. Is this a severe case of warp madness? Have some of my crew lost their minds and forgotten who they are and whom they serve? Report!
I have not yet received word from the Engineerium regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast. I am receiving scattered reports from the middle decks, and the only Voxcasts from the lower bays are one-way heretical gibberish. That the madmen have already reached the officer's deck suggests that this outrage was planned in advance. Perhaps this is an organized mutiny.
Mutiny? But who would attempt a mutiny here, in the warp?
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. Pernicious thoughts and warp-induced delusions could have tainted any one of them. It is a difficult notion to accept, but such risks are inescapable. First, we have to confirm that the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum are secure. And I have the means to do both things at once.
Her expression changes as her eyes flash ominously.
Edelthrad, where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being assailed by the warp could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
Women voices for Theodora. Well, the voice actress for Theodora do be a woman. Woman voices for Theodora. Like I'm basically like those additional pieces of text near there are basically just stuff that animation can't show in the game, just because of like the animation style. So it is slightly more like a narrator's writing with those like beige text. But no, Theodora's voice actress is an actress. Could pose a greater threat to himself and others than a whole army of madmen with improvised weapons.
I tried to locate him, but the last thing known about his movements is that he arrived on Transitional Deck 18.
Oh, do you mean like have Theodora's voice actress do a character voice, like a main character voice? Because that might be in the pile. That might be in that grouping. Oh, something irrelevant. Always love irrelevant things.
Blast it! Master of Whispers, find Edelthrad immediately. Seneschal, locate Tlas and the Sister of Battle. Both are to remain at my side. Arch-militant, with me. I must go to my study. And it appears we might encounter heretics along the way.
Oh yeah, the characters don't say character name. But Ignatius, and Theodora glances at you thoughtfully.
If I may, Lord Captain, Transitional Deck 18 is at the heart of the disturbance, and if our goal is to bring Ethelthrat back, I could use some support. After all, I'm not as adept at directly confronting enemies of the House as the esteemed Arch-Militant, and taking into consideration Ethelthrat's psychic powers.
I've seen like an hour-long video of someone playing Death Stranding 2. I own Death Stranding 1, but I haven't played it, and I don't know if I'm going to be playing anything in the Death Stranding series, like, soon. Mostly because I want to play... Death Stranding seems like a game where you really just have to take your time with it. And I want to play something like that on my own time. And I got the first game, and I can do that, but I need the space on my computer and maybe upgrade my graphics. Death Stranding 2... especially because I haven't played 1 yet, I'd be waiting a long time to play it, because maybe I'd want to wait for a sale, and also I'd want to finish 1 first. I think Death Stranding's interesting. I feel like maybe I should just play more Metal Gear Solid games before I start going into Death Stranding, because I need to kind of, like, get used to Kojima's, like, production style. Just, like, the stories you see in a Kojima game are really interesting. They're just a little out there if you're not used to it. Yeah, like, the video I saw on it made it look pretty similar to the first game, but there seemed to be a little bit more, like, combat in it, which I don't know how to feel about, because I feel like Delivery Man Simulator having more combat could be pretty make or break if they didn't change certain mechanics, but, like, maybe they did. So I think Death Stranding's interesting, and I just need to play some more Kojima games, like, in general, before I get into Death Stranding, because the story and stuff is pretty complicated, like, when I hear about it, and I want to, like, prime myself to be able to just understand Kojima stuff better before I really put time into it.
Then it's settled. Find Ethelthrat and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator leads to restricted compartments such as my personal chambers and the bridge. Do not let me down. I require you both. Do you understand?
Oh yeah, Kojima's pretty great. Like, I played Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, and I'm trying to, like, get into the more classic Metal Gear games. Like, Kojima's pretty great. I just feel like he has a very specific, like, style, and I need to just go through, like, his games in a really regimented way to just, like, prime my brain to understand Kojima games. I require both of you, yes. I hear and obey, Lord Captain.
Then move out! Mort, come.
The first time I played this game, I said that statement of, like, I will do everything in my power, and the Lord Captain did not like that.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper gear.
I shall make do. Lead the way.
Of course you will. Lady Theodora would never have someone she couldn't rely on as one of her heirs. But that is no longer relevant.
Oh. Something hits you hard with a sharp crackle, and you are consumed by unbearable, gut-wrenching pain. I promise you a special destiny, Ignatius. It is time to fulfill it.
Careful, careful. Be gentle with our guest. He has an important mission to complete during our visit to the Warrant Chamber. And for that, I need him breathing. Oh, you are back with us, I see. Delightful.
Voidver, you two-faced scum. You're the one behind this mayhem.
How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you here for your blood. You have the option to share it voluntarily, or I will squeeze it out of you myself. We are in the anteroom of the Warrant Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, beyond those gates, lies the relic that gives Theodora all of her power. The sacred Warrant of Trade. Only one obstacle remains on my path to obtaining it. The gates to the chamber are guarded by the Sentinel, an ancient device that will only open the door to a true heir of the dynasty. I expected to do this part myself, but never mind. You will offer your blood to the Sentinel.
I've never chosen this before, so I'll go with this. What is it, inbred? Is your blood too thin for the Sentinel?
On the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind, Fon Valencius. The Sentinel refused to submit to me. But you can help. After all, isn't that what family is for?
What sorry, pathetic excuse do you even have for your apostasy, you sordid, wretched piece of grok shit?
Wretched? What do you know about wretchedness? Theodora's cur. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Fon Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument by which I will accomplish this righteous act.
A blade flashes in the dim light, and drops of your blood appear on your palm. For a brief moment, you feel nauseous. Your head is spinning, and then quiet whispers begin to flood your mind. More and more sourceless voices echo each other, drowning out your own thoughts, replacing them with a singular urge. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Go to the gate. Get out. I am not your puppet. The voices in your head giggle and mock your desperate outcry. You feel this intruding influence forcing you onto your feet and making you take a step towards the gates looming in the center of the chamber. In the gateway arch, you see a cogitator with a human likeness built into the front panel. As you approach, the torso twitches slightly. This is a servitor, an obedient automaton created from a lobotomized human being. The sentinel turns its head to you, one of its eye sockets lighting up with two ember-like irises. Examine the device. You carefully inspect the design of the gate cogitator. What immediately catches your eye is the strange alloy that was used as material for the machine's components, some of which are unfamiliar to you. You suspect this to be some kind of archaeotech relic. The servitor on the gate begins to move. With the screeching and groaning of metal, it leans forward, closer to you. Its lower jaw opens with a drawn-out shriek, much wider than the jaw of a living human could. The servitor's mouth is filled with sharp metallic fangs that glint in the dim light. The vid screen to the right of you lights up, showing strings of mysterious symbols on a green background. A whisper runs through your consciousness, insisting, demanding sacrifice. The voices that filled your head after Vodka wounded you with his blade did not go away. On the contrary, their source coiled itself into a tight knot somewhere in the depths of your mind. Look for anything that can be used as a weapon. You look around in hopes of finding at least something that can work as a weapon. Your search is in vain. The chamber anteroom is completely empty and in perfect condition. Nary a broken panel or a protruding piece of rebar in sight. Examine the Sentinel. The servitor looks noticeably different from the ones you are used to. Its skin covering is stitched together with copper thread, and it has metal hinges in place of standard joints. It seems that the creators of the Sentinel did everything to ensure that the service life of this unit would be much longer than that of ordinary automations. Place your hand into the Sentinel's maw. The Sentinel's jaws clamp around your hand, puncturing your skin and sinking into your flesh. A few dark drops fall into the servitor's throat, and immediately you hear humming as the servo motors start up and the pump stirs into motion. The vid screen of the cogitator flickers. Several long minutes pass. The Sentinel's jaws remain closed, and you are beginning to feel sick. Perhaps if you were to lean against the gate, you could catch your breath. Maybe even close your eyes and pretend none of this ever happened.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance?
You do not understand where the quiet voice is coming from, crackling like static. Is it the Sentinel? The cogitator? Is it a figment of your weary mind? Whichever it is, you can clearly hear every word. Yes. Yes, I do require assistance. Pain shoots through your head and subsides just as quickly. It would seem the entity coiled in your consciousness does not have the ability to do you any real harm.
Request accepted. Initiating defense protocol.
Assistance was required.
There is still another way.
Oh, time to check the warrant chamber. Let it be known that by my will and by the true words of this document, I appoint this fuck! I didn't keep it up. Paragon of humanity, unbroken by adversity, to triumph over nightmares untold, to hold boldly the reins of fate. It goes by pretty quick, holy shit.
Escort the child of the house to safety.
I need a weapon. I'm
Distance
utterly
from the current
defenseless.
location to the nearest arsenal.
ZZZZ.
Situational calculations.
The servo skull goes silent. Its relays clicking. Seconds after seconds pass. and you realize that the servo skull will not answer you. Fucking, I need to contact someone, preferably Theodora.
Voxcast frequencies disrupted. Initiating setup. Establishing connection.
Voxmaster, restore communication with the navigator's sanctum. I am trying to contact the bridge. If anyone can hear me on this frequency, regroup all available forces and head to the upper decks at once. I repeat, regroup all available forces and head...
Communication protocols breached. Signal latency assessment unavailable. Unable to establish two-way connection.
What madness is happening here? Who are you? Who addresses me?
Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel standing by.
Are you the Warren Sentinel?
Mobile unit of the Warren Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by.
Lead me away from here.
Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating. To prevent unauthorized units from breaching the warrant chamber, preemptive sealing must be initiated. The mobile unit will start executing the received order immediately after the safety of the warrant is secured.
After the safety of the warrant is secured.
Let's see this through.
Let's see this through. Yeah, seal the warrant chain.
Run, fools, or fall!
Good lad, Ablard. Abelard.
Master! Whatever are you doing in the warrant chamber? How did you... Throne preserve me! What is the meaning of this?
Conrad Vodka is the traitor. When we parted ways on the officer's deck, he stunned me somehow and he brought me here.
What?
He's clearly serving the unholy gods of the warp.
Serving the gods of the war? Kunrad is a heretic! Oh, Voidfair, you void rat. Madness. And this mutiny is likewise his doing, no doubt.
Voiger openly admitted that he is the mastermind behind this mutiny.
Saints' blood! Then it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. At least you are alive, and now safe, Master. Alas, I doubt we can afford to look for a compartment to sit out this disaster.
No, we cannot, Ablard.
You're in a bad way. I can treat your wounds. I have a Medicaid kit with me. And for the love of the throne, now is not a good time to be walking around the decks without means of self-defense.
Oh, 2 swords. Perfect. Oh, yes. Twin swords. And a Mars pattern. Oh, lovely day. Lovely day. I have real equipment. Oh, wait. You don't... I can't equip a med kit. So, I guess we'll just squirrel that away. Ablard, please help me, man. Fix me up, man.
That is a noticeable improvement. Now you're prepared for the trials ahead.
Oh yes, it's gonna get great now.
The lower decks are teeming with heretics instigating the rabble to revolt. But that is the least of our problems. The ship's enforcers are rounding up the scoundrels and suppressing the resistance. The situation on the middle decks is much worse, although strike teams have already been dispatched there. All communication with the bridge and the engineering bay was lost. So, apart from scattered voxcasts, we have no information to go on. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. I fear that they may have already lost control. We must reach the navigator's sanctum and get a handle on the situation. If we can manage that, some aboard this vessel may yet survive.
I heard one of Theodora's voxcasts.
Lady Theodora's. Which one? The last one I received was about the navigator's sanctum, and that was a good while ago. In any case, let us hope that the Lord Captain is well, and safely in charge of the ship's defense. In the meantime, we must do all we can to prevent the ship from veering off course.
The navigator's sanctum. Very well. Will you lead the way?
Absolutely. Let us proceed.
To arms, loyal sons and daughters of the God Emperor! Fight the heresy and corruption that threatens to consume our home, and with all your might, destroy those who have dared!
The Lord Captain is calling her crew to battle, which means the Vox networks are set up for broadcast transmission, not message exchange. Splendid. While the rogue trader inspires proper resolve to fight in her subjects, you and I shall prove that her trust in us is well deserved. Onward!
Oh yeah, I love this too, man. No, when Abelard shows up, you know it's a party. Abelard is one of my favorite characters in this game, just because he's so reliable.
You venerate the dying gods!
Throw Abelard like over here. And then me, Ignatius, my character, he's going over here.
Out of my way!
I serve the ruinous powers.
Yeah. Why are you going to... Don't do that.
No foe too great!
Don't cause an attack opportunity, and then... Okay. This is one of the reasons why Blade Dancer's pretty wicked. Oh. So sorry to hear that, buddy. But this is why Blade Dancer's awesome. This ability is so good. It's just murder. It's just that's two characters in a single turn. That's really good.
I said,
and that's 3 in 1 turn. I love this class. I'm very sorry to hear that you're getting sleepy. I hope you get yourself some good rest. I'm gonna keep nerding out over this game while I play a little more for the sake of Wow, yeah, get some sleep. Holy. I mean, you're probably not gonna, like, I'm probably not gonna get to any, Arbites content. Other than maybe the companion, but there should be a VOD in the future of this. I'm still cutting stuff so I can put out VODs of past stuff I played. So worry not, worry not. And Twitch will save this VOD, so there's that too. Hey, you take care.
I serve the ruinous powers!
You go ahead and get some sleep.
Well struck. Reduced to dust.
Ever reliable Abelard. Fucking love this guy. Hell yeah. Thank you for that. Thank you for that wish. And hey, I mean, I hope you get to enjoy whatever time you get in the Warhammer like weeks that I'm basically going to be doing now because of just all the Warhammer updates that are happening. I gotta loot these bodies. I gotta see if any of them have a shotgun I can use. Nope, just a normal sword. Alright, Navigator Sanctum. Time to get some work done. That's great. Well, I'll see you later. You go ahead and get some rest.
Here, on the threshold of the blinded guide, doom comes from the heavens.
Master, watch your head. Idira, would it be too much to ask that you phrase your soothsayings plainly for once? That was too close.
Sorry, old man. Their voices are so loud I can't even hear myself. They shriek, they sing, they... Oh, Abela, how they sing.
This is Idira Tlas, personal psyker and diviner of Her Ladyship Theodora von Valancius. Idira?
I'm not drunk, old man. I'm suffering the effects of the warp that is seeping through these walls. I see the ship's fate. To die in the waves of the immaterium, fall under the burning rays of the final dawn. And in the roaring blaze, I see a figure standing. Who is it? I have no answer.
The entity in your consciousness shrinks and crawls in deeper. Its claws scraping against the walls of your mind, as if the presence is trying to hide from the seer standing before you. A diviner, are you?
The voices from beyond the threshold whisper to me. Sometimes their murmurs are clear, they grant insight. Sometimes they drive me mad. But I am patient. I know how to listen and discern. But now, with this clamor around me, too many voices, too loud. And you are von Valancius, one of Lady Theodora's heirs. Well then, we finally meet.
Officer's frequency. To all who can hear me, those with a weapon in their hands are to gather on the officer's deck at once. I repeat, gather on the officer's deck at once and prepare to launch a counterattack.
That's Edelthrad. Oh, Emperor's Providence. The other heir lives as well. Quickly, we must head to...
Not so fast, old man. If we drown in the warp, Lady Theodora's heirs won't be any good to us. If Edelthrad's like me and hasn't yet surrendered his mind or body to the mercy of the warp, then he can still hold on a little longer without us.
Blast it. You're right. First, we need to deal with what is happening here.
How do you know who I am?
What? You think Lady Theodora didn't ask me to peek into the darkness behind the backs of those she sees as her prospective heirs? I have seen you. I have seen the footsteps of your past and the wounds of your heart.
You flinch at the seer's words. No doubt she is referring to the nightmares, the tortures inflicted upon your body and mind. Your muscles contract involuntarily, if steeling themselves once more for the inevitable pain. What are you doing here?
The whispers called me. The ones I could make out among all the screams and screeches. Those who are rocking this boat hit us where it hurt. They went after the navigator, our guide through the warp. Other whispers called me to the enginarium, but it was too late. I heard the cry of our master Cog, and the silence that followed.
What? You don't mean the Enginseer Prime is...
Said, without a doubt. And the voices wail, heralding countless nightmares, cackling at each soul among the hundreds that are now joining the warp. The shriek from the Navigator's sanctum was louder than the rest. And it's better that we saved the Navigator than some lever puller from a cooling module or a cook from the middle decks.
We must see if the Navigator is well. Oh shit!
The whispers
Wait, nope, I
called
clicked the
me.
wrong thing.
What?
Oh no. No. Nothing is well about him. Can't you feel the chill crawling on your skin? The eyes watching you? The warp ice has already encased the bulkheads. What follows is calamity. But we're not just going to stand here and take it, are we? The state of things in here suggests there's a navigator around. Maybe one who's crippled or at death's door, but still kicking. And since our skin hasn't peeled off our faces just yet, his third eye must be closed. At worst, it's a little roughed up. So what are we moping around for? Let's go protect that noble mutant while we're still alive.
Yes. Best to try to save him. Wouldn't want to die, now would we? Oh, level ups. Love level ups. Love being able to level up. Oh shit, it's just this. Coercion. Ooh, coercion helps my Blade Dancer. Does athletics help Blade Dancer? Alright, coercion helps Blade Dancer, which is good. Or is that Blade Dancer boosts this? Oh, well. Coercion's a fellowship skill, yeah? Yeah, I'll take coercion. Warrior. I'll just give him no carouse. He needs to tank, so resisting negative stuff is good. Right, let's do this. Don't keep masturbating. Right. Let's do this. What is this? Blood to the front. Oh, actually, let's center like this. Yeah, that's how my formations should be.
Stay sharp.
There we go. Alright. Let's do this.
The whispers are getting louder.
Ignatius needs to be pushed to the front so he can rush them. Same with Ablard. You can hide back here. Start.
Let's get to it.
Oh. Yeah, enemy Psyker. I almost forgot. Idira. Can Idira zap these guys? Yeah, actually. Yeah, this warp lightning is actually
Cover me.
This warp lightning is a good ability until you realize it also strikes the friendlies. So, like, you can't use that warp lightning on groups of enemies near your melee fighters.
No can do.
Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't do that to
Death to the weak!
Parry. Lovely. Ignatius doesn't have his, like, movement attack ability, sadly, so I'll just swing this jump. That's all I can do. I blood.
A tactically sound approach.
Go and kill, please.
One fewer target.
Can you rush? Oh, well that's...
Hold on!
Ah, an
I got the
exemplary
opportunity
strike.
to take this, so.
I took care of this one.
The creature in the chair appears as if it has become one with its throne. You see pink parchment-like skin stretched between the seat and the limbs that have too many joints for a normal human being. The navigator is breathing heavily, the air whistling as it exits through the two dark gill-like slits on its cheeks. The creature's eyes are shut. The two ordinary eyes, as well as the third one that sits on the center of its forehead.
I believe Master Vespider still lives. Well, the servants are dead, but the chamber, thank the Emperor, is still sealed from the warp. Well, we have a chance of leaving this place alive.
Address Sadira. What is wrong with him?
Wounded. Exhausted. Fighting back the endless horrors of the warp that are forcing their way into his head. Pick one.
Your time is short.
The navigator stirs, barely able to lift his head and half open his normal eyes. A dark drop rolls from under the closed lid. The third eye and down his face, leaving a black trail. A voice is coming from the box ground at the base of the bizarre chair. It's unclear how the navigator was able to produce human speech. Our time is short to do what?
Fall to your knees, mortals, and behold the final dawn.
His body's ragging and he is succumbing to warp corruption.
Ah! It came from beyond! His body is not his!
Idira's scream is echoed by silent cries in your head. The unseen creature triumphs at the sight of the navigator succumbing to the paroxysm of corruption.
Its march thunders under the burden of hopes. Unseal your hearts, and I will flood your souls with myriads of words and meanings, each one a portent of salvation within me.
The navigator continues to convulse violently in his seat, shrieking and cackling, but then his fit stops abruptly. His face is drenched in black and crimson. The dark ooze from under his third eyelid has turned from a trickle into a stream mixed with the blood coming out of his nose. And there is purplish swelling around the eye.
Run. Flee from this place while I still have the strength. I can contain the intrusion, but not for long. We must begin the translation. Leave the warp. But it can't be done without the Master Helmsman's help.
Address A-Line. The navigator is still alive, but barely so. What do we do now?
The ship can only begin the translation with the assistance of the Master Helmsman, if he is still alive. It is worth a try. We must get to the bridge, but we will need support. Our only option is to fight our way to the officer's deck and join forces with Edelthrad and his people. I believe we will also find Lady Theodora there. She must have heard the call to arms that the servo skull relayed to us earlier.
Vespidus, good luck. And thank you.
The navigator does not give her a response. Black tears mixed with blood are streaming from under the closed eyelids, and the vox at the base of the chair is bellowing out static interspersed with distant echoes of otherworldly laughter.
Let's seize the moment.
Oh yes, this place is extremely and completely corrupted. Is this better than... not really. I just need some good gear. I wonder how long it's gonna take for me to get my hands on an Arbites shotgun. Where's the exit? Here's the exit. Should've gone the other direction, pick some stuff up. Ooh, yeah, auto guns. I should hold on to one. I don't need this. This is a arc lightning thing. It's not any better. So these are both normal scrappy auto guns. I'll just hold on to one. I only need the one for now. To the officer's deck. Rogue traders are immensely wealthy and do not use mere currency for their trade operations. The sum of all your current available resources of wealth is measured in profit factor.
Ship's as good as ours! It's all over for you!
I shall pity not your enemies. I shall heed not their pleas.
Somebody shoot this!
I shall betray not your tenets, nor stray one step from them. Take not your gaze from me. Leave me not without your grace.
I told you he would protect us.
My God, my light, my Emperor.
The white-haired warrior turns to face you, her dark eyes blazing. The weapon quivers in her hands, and for a brief moment, it seems she's not going to stop, and will instead continue eliminating every target she sees, starting with you.
Sister Argenta! Sister Argenta, it is a relief to see you. We require all the forces we can muster.
Your face, it is unfamiliar. Who are you?
Ignatius von Valancius, the Lord Captain's heir.
The hour is dark and daunting. Ship abounds with corruption. The faces of friends are twisted by sneers of heresy. The eyes of comrades ignite with the archenemy's hunger. I will do what I must to halt the advance of the dark forces. But in these dire moments, little can be trusted. So I must know, why are you here?
Sister, I beg of you. Now is not the time for interrogations. The ship is under attack by heretics. We've been betrayed by our esteemed Master of Whispers. Edelstrad the Heir is waiting for our aid, and Lord Captain Theodora is expecting a report on our success. We are here to deal with the situation, so I suggest we all do just that.
I'm no traitor, sister, you can be sure of that.
If you speak truthfully, the Emperor will not forsake you. If you are lying, you will not escape his retribution. I cannot wait to rain righteous fire down upon each and every heretic!
What is a warrior of the Adeptus Sororitas doing aboard a rogue trader's ship? Your orders serve the ecclesiarchy, do they not?
Sister Argenta is a guest of the Lord Captain. And that story deserves its own time and conversation, under more appropriate circumstances.
Enough idle chatter. I am where I must be, and that will suffice.
What is happening on the officer's deck?
Massacre, my lord. And heretics are not just killing the crew. Some kind of blight is sweeping through the decks, filling the air. I saw people going mad the moment they breathed it in, screaming about seeing their dead comrades, tearing out their eyes. I implore you, my lord, be on your guard.
We must get to the main hall of the deck.
Through this door. I shall join you, for it is my duty to the God Emperor to destroy this heresy.
We will follow. For now, we will hold off any heretics who might try to crawl in through the cracks to join the main assault. And we'll take a look at the generators while we're at it. Those villains made a mess of the cables. Oh, I wish we had a Tectomat with us. But we'll see what we can do without one.
Good to hear it. Sister?
Ready. May Terra's light illuminate our path through fire and darkness.
Through fire and darkness. Yes. Oh, Mendoza pattern sword. Lovely piece of equipment. Actually, I should switch these around. Hold that stubber. Scrappy auto gun, not a stubber. You can hold a medkit, you can't. You have one. Good. Auto pistol. Let's see. What's over here? Oh, main deck. Oh, I thought like a thing was actually gonna happen. There we go. Want to make sure everything.
Don't you dare to cross us!
Let the blood flow!
Ablard and Ignatius need to push the sides. Idira can hold back here. Argenta will be here. Right. Sister Argenta. Please get some work done.
Faith without defabricated.
I love a good bolter. Can you zap this guy? Oh, if you're standing here, can you zap? Yes.
On it.
Perfect.
Do you see that?
Buzz.
What an unfortunate turn of fate.
Lovely. Heretic covered. Honestly, putting Ignatius here and doing his thing is probably a good way to get this. Oh yeah. Bloody Ignatius.
Let's sit.
Good.
Chaos guides me.
The Lex guides me,
Chaos
heretic
guides me.
scum. Let's see. If Ablar
I've seen worse battles than this in my
confirm
time.
this kill with melee,
At your
he
back
can
and
charge the next enemy. Yes. Lovely. Very
Out of
nice.
my way.
why don't you help me out? There we go. My designated background noise has stopped working. Let's see. One there. There we go. Everything's working again. Adira. Can you psychic shout that? Yes. Good. Lovely. I can't reach the next enemy with my movement, so I'll have to pull this gun instead. Just fire on that guy.
So
I'd
done.
love to deal with the melee fighter. Nothing. Alright. Shift over here, so maybe you can move out later.
Victory is imminent.
Oh no. Okay. Sure.
None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Reload.
I am your doom.
I am your doom. Alright, Adira. You got some more targets, do ya? How much damage does this do? I can't calculate this, like, off the top of my head. Can be used through the familiar after using overcharge? What the fuck? Okay, cool.
Will do.
Hit this lad with a psychic shriek. And ignite. Oh, can't rush this guy, so just have Ignatius run over to him and shoot.
Contemplate your weakness.
Alright, Ablard, please. Oh wait, no. This is too short now, isn't it? Well, you can run past him and make a swing at least. I almost just immediately like made that fight take way longer than it would have had to. Valuables. More valuables. All the valuables. Open the door.
My actions speak louder than words.
Melter. Operator gloves. Let's see. Tech use. Sure, I'll wear these until I have better stuff to use. Tech use.
Always striving for greatness.
Restore power supply. And open this door. Tech use. Shotgun. Oh, wait, no, this is just a normal shotgun, though. Damn. Character, features, only at Blade Dance, archetypes, reputation, bio summary. I need my talents about being an arbitrator. Never stop shooting, subconductor. Oh shit, yeah, I have a shield bash ability. Well, I should be able to wield a shotgun one-handed now, so... Arbitrator. Assault on... Alright, well, whatever my abilities are, I'm pretty sure I can carry shotguns in one hand and have a riot shield, so that'll be useful. Heroic assault. There we go. These swords aren't special. There we go.
Forge ahead, never linger.
Right, let's blow up the door.
I better myself through my service.
Ooh, level up. Please say this means I can get, like, yes, death from above. This is a really nice ability. It's so useful. There's Ablard's Endure, very useful. I don't really find Operative to be very interesting, but that's just because I don't, like, keep up with all this exploit stuff. The Soldiers Revel in Slaughter is not bad. Oh. Thank you, thank you. Time to go.
On to victory.
The roar of the flames rings in your ears, and the choking smoke makes you cough and gasp for air. You instinctively recoil from the scorching heat, wiping your face. A moment later, a hazy silhouette forms in the raging wall of fire. You are surrounded by ear-splitting noise and screaming, yet you distinctly hear the sound of footsteps. And then you see the figure walk out of the fire towards you. It is Theodora von Galactus.
Are you lost, my heir?
An apparition. A sorceress. Apparition. Trickery of the warp.
Sister, you will lower your weapon. Threatening the Lord Captain is outrageous.
This is impossible.
I doubt you are aware of the limits of what is possible. For your worldview is but an iota of what a rogue trader knows and sees. But I can tell that you would like me to share that knowledge with you. That power over reality. I can lead you out of these flames, show you a path, rid you of pain, and give you a weapon so that you may defeat your enemies. Decide.
Your mouth begins to salivate. Each word Theodora speaks is like music to your ears. The entity that now dwells in the deepest recesses of your mind is pleading, begging, demanding that you give her an immediate answer. And that answer can be nothing other than acceptance.
Do not listen to this abomination. If there is naught but his light in your heart, if you are resolute in your faith, then step into the flames. The Emperor protects. His faithful will not be deterred by either darkness or deceitful promises. Nor will the fire burn those who carry the torch of faith in their soul.
To the void with you. We need to follow Lady Theodora before we suffocate in this furnace.
The people! The survivors from the middle decks! We must help the crew! Lead them out! Find a way around!
Over the roaring flames, you hear distant sounds. Frightened voices, screams, muffled and distorted, as if there were a body of water between you and them.
Then we'll miss our chance to meet up with Edel. What are we waiting for?
Get the people off the bridge. I will not leave my people in harm's way. You look away and the legion breaks. The unbearable heat instantly makes your skin burn, and the voices of the people beyond the shroud of smoke grow stronger and hopeful. Once you and your companions rush back, barking orders and guiding the survivors, in your determination you completely forget about Theodora, and then you turn your head. And when you turn your head, you see nothing but the bellowing fire. It will go around.
Where did it go? The thing that was standing in front of us in the fire? I could have sworn.
To the same place all unholy visions go. Do you want to follow it, witch?
See what this jet has. A deck officer's helmet. Perfect. I know who needs this. A very important question. Oh, this is a two-handed weapon anyway. Hold on. Can you give me this last pistol? Wait, hold on, no. Okay, yeah, can't. How far away is this? Range of maximum is 7. Okay. Fallen steel is blocking the path. Hold on, how do I get around? Ah, crash the platform. There we go.
Too late. We are too late. Or perhaps Edelthrad and his escort never made it here. Which would be even worse.
Or they could be fighting on the bridge as we speak. Without us.
My lord, I beg your pardon for interrupting. The people are asking for orders. You came back to save us. So now we will follow you through thick and thin.
To the bridge. If Edelthrad is there, then he requires immediate assistance. I say there is one thing that I find most troubling. The Lord Captain's Voxcasts. They are still coming in, even though it would make sense for Lady Theodora to be on the bridge right now, at the head of the counter-assault. I feel uneasy. What if the Lord Captain is besieged in her own chambers? With your permission, I suggest that we confirm for ourselves that she is not. We can use the same elevator that Lady Theodora and Mort headed for earlier.
There we go.
Let's see this through.
Let me grab some equipment. Ooh, thing. Give. Cool. Open this. Nope. Goods. Nothing. Can't open that. Okay. Lord Captain's quarters. I do not need this scrappy autogun. To the Lord Captain's quarters. Mort. Mort. Please say you have something cool. You have a helmet of the devoted protector. Or, I guess the only dogmatic one in this group. Here. Anything else I can loot? Oh no! Guess no one's reacting to her being dead, so I'll just keep raiding this place. Fellowship and Imperium. Commerce and Imperium bonus. Alright, look at her. Oh my god. Theodora von Valactus's body is sprawled on the large, blood-drenched desk. The arch-militant's corpse, still clutching a weapon, is slumped against one of the bulkheads.
Emperor, accept thy faithful souls. No! Lord Captain, I didn't hear a thing. Not a whisper, not a breath. It was so loud. Why didn't I foresee this?
Lord Captain. Who would even dare? Unless that rat, Voidsphere.
I doubt it. Voidsphere wished humiliation and suffering upon Theodora, not a swift death.
It could have happened in the heat of battle. Not to mention that Mort was here, and he would have protected Lady Theodora to the last. How could Mort have failed her so terribly? The Arch-Militant was born on a death world. He had lightning-fast reflexes.
I can look at things in my own way. If you find something that might bear the imprint of the killer, just give it to me, and I'll try to see what secrets it holds.
Let's examine Mort real quick. An auto pistol shot went straight through Mort's forehead, spraying the floor and the furniture around with blood, brain matter, and shards of his skull. The safety on the arch-militant's weapon is off. The killer must have been a split second quicker than he. That's it, Theodora. You lean closer to the body. The cause of death is apparent. What ended the rogue trader's life was an auto pistol shot. Extraordinarily accurate one at that. Theodora's face bears an expression of surprise. The last emotion she experienced in life. Something on the floor catches her eye. A heap of blood-splattered parchments and scrolls that must have fallen on the desk. As you lean down for a closer look, you notice something else. Small shards of glass scattered on the floor. Inspect the shards. It is difficult to say what exactly was broken. The object fell on the floor, and that as much as you can ascertain. Upon closer examination, the shards appear iridescent rather than completely transparent, as if they had been submerged in promethium. What do these shards tell you?
I see streaks of color, luminescence, blue lights, faces drawing closer. Lady Theodora and Conrad and what is that? Ah! Something dark, enormous. Oh, this glass thing was something foul, that's for sure. Tainted witchcraft.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. I can try to read the memories of objects, but dead bodies are a different story. Something like that would require her soul. And after what we saw on the officer's deck, I won't risk searching for it in a warp.
Alright, let's inspect the papers. Reports, accounts, dispatches. You go over the scrolls until you stumble upon a document that is starkly different from the rest. It is a handwritten letter signed with the initials XC and a seal with a symbol that is vaguely familiar to you. Esteemed Theodora, a change in circumstances has demanded your immediate assistance in our mutual cause. Forthwith upon receiving this letter and performing the necessary preparations of the crew, you are to repart for the Reichert system. One of my acolytes, Interrogator Heinrich van Kalix, operates there at the present time. Upon your arrival in the system, you will without delay make contact with him and offer any assistance required of you, after which you will provide him passage to the Furibundus system aboard your ship. On footfall, the interrogator will remove himself from your presence and await further instructions. Anticipating any questions you may have, I will stress that the nature of Interrogator Van Kalix's activities on Reichad Manoris is of no concern to you. If required, Van Kalix himself will disclose the details of his mission. May the Emperor's light be with you. XC. Okay. It sends a shiver down your spine. The author of this letter, addressed to Theodora von Valencia, signed it with the seal of one of the holy ordos of the Emperor's Inquisition, the secret police of the Imperium that relentlessly hunts heretics, Xenos, and other enemies of humanity. We had best be on our way.
Yes, the crucible of battle calls to me once more.
No, wait! We must see if we can find anything.
Idira, you can't bring her back. Let her go.
You'd give up so easily, old man? I expected as much from the sister. It's not like she has a heart. But you? Oh no. I'll get to the bottom of this. I'll find the one responsible for murdering the Lord Captain. And when I do, that scum will regret the day they were born.
No one had time to react to what was happening. Auto pistols are very easy to find, so can't look for it through a weapon situation. This only has burst fire.
ZZZZ.
That auto pistol's useful. I guess you can rock with stubber right now, just so you have a piece of equipment.
You are my next offering!
Right. A-Blood here. Ignatius will be here. Idira here. And the sister will be here. A-Blood.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Charge.
It will be done. Reduced to dust.
Oh, you can't pop that door. Makes very sad, very sad.
One step ahead.
I only have one charge of what? Oh, yeah, don't have my swords up. Sving. Good, that didn't kill him. Sving. Jump.
Easy. Didn't see that one coming, did you?
There we go, lovely blade dance. About, like, what, 4 to 5 attacks? Pretty wicked. Because it's 3 melee attacks. Its burst does not count towards attack limit. The ability can, yeah, 2 swords, you get 2 more attacks, which is pretty nice. Gonna walk over here.
Doubt is for the...
Good. And I need psychic abilities.
Was that you? Or...
Expose, analyze.
anything else?
Roll. Attacks of opportunity. Oh wait, no, this is bad. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. I'll have A-Blood.
Bloodied, but still standing.
At your beck and call. One fewer target.
I can rip that. Rip this. And then pop.
It will be done.
Nice. If I come over here, then I won't hurt when he's doing this blade dance.
They won't expect this.
There we go. Pop. There we go. Ooh. Grace of the Oblivious. What? Let's see here. Ah, I got Death Waltz. Lovely. Blade Dancer uses death from above against a target enemy without spending a charge immediately. Oh yeah, this is the momentum. Race against death is great, but what I want is my Fortress World characters gain stacks of never stop shooting equal to half the minimal damage of a round range weapon. Never stop believing. All stacks of never stop shooting should be lost. Becomes 11. That's cool. Oh, there's spare magazine. Toughness equal to half of their equipped shield block. Successful attacks reduce enemy armor by bonding purpose, law and order, lawful intervention, pillar of the law, prosecution, public sentencing, shotgun mastery. There we go. That's what I need. Now I just need to find a riot shield. Let's see. I need your defensive boosts. Defensive stance? No, it's single shot attack or a melee attack against a target. Yes, disarm is pretty good. Living shield. Yeah, that's what I want. Unless there's a thing which lets him carry a shield. They gain 2 MP. If they move, they will not provoke opportunity attacks. That's actually pretty wicked. I think I want Sunshell to I think I want Ablard to have a shield. Shield mastery. Shield only occupies the slot in a single weapon. So, oh shit. Oh, I'm gonna need to grab shield mastery then, because I want to hold a shotgun and a shield and then be able to switch to dual swords when I need them. Not even dual swords, just switch to like a two-handed sword or something. Shit. Hopefully holding a shield doesn't stop Blade Dancer abilities if I have a sword in the other hand. Can I give you your Psyker stuff? Psyker Minoris. Yeah, can't get it. Okay. Vision of Doom, Pain Channeling, Mental Breach, Aftershock, Predicted Downfall. Advice and Guidance. Enforce Reality. No. Power Conduit? Psychic Barrage? I'm trying to find the one where it's just like stabilizing factor. This is it. Yes, stabilizing factor is very useful on Psychers. Exploit surroundings is pretty nice, but yeah, fired up is exactly what I need. I would grab rapid reload, but fired up is way more useful.
Venture forth.
Right, to the Void Ship Bridge. Rightio, rightio.
The first sacrifice opens the eye. The second sacrifice draws its gaze.
Help has arrived. Too late to change the tide, I'm afraid. But if there is any honor in you, we can at least die with dignity and give our lives for the rogue trader.
The Lord Captain will not be joining us.
No. The rogue trader is dead. No matter what ritual Kunrad is performing there, the warp is too strong. I cannot withstand it. I feel my body changing with every second. The warp is ringing in the air. This is the end. We will perish in the warp, along with the Warrant and all the dynasty's heirs. The enemy of humanity has triumphed.
I've seen it before. We'd better get away from him. The changes are already accelerating.
The ship can still be steered out of the warp, but we must first restore communication between the bridge and the Navigator's Sanctum.
Then we have no right to bow our heads.
You can see Conrad Voigtver clearly on the gloom of the bridge. The broken blade he is holding is stained with dark drops that seem to have a pearlescent glimmer to them.
We are out of time!
Edelthron bites his knuckle, desperately thinking. You see a wave ripple across the whites of Edelthron's eyes, and they begin to turn a sickly yellow. Ready your weapons. We're here to die this day. Let us die with... If we're here to die this day, let us die with honor.
No. To die altogether is to allow the flame of the dynasty to perish in the dark. No. It will not be like this. Not today. The ritual will not be completed. I'll take care of it. And you, see to it that the void ship breaks free from the warp. Watch over our realm. And farewell.
Accursed traitor! A time will come when you will bleed for her ladyship Theodora's murder. Remember my words, for they are the vow of he who marches toward his death.
What? Theodora is dead? No, that can't be. Not now. I still haven't...
Your ritual won't be finished, heretic!
Chaos.
Run, fools! Or fall!
Your Emperor won't save you!
Ignatius pushing forward. I need a ready rush. Put them there. Yeah. I'm gonna jump here.
And done. As said, so done.
Give up on these swings.
I know what to do.
What is this foreboding?
These things have a shitload of health. You need to hit it with psychic abilities. So it's a fucking tanky dude.
Will do.
Oh, my blood. Oh shit. I should have you pop yours. How about just rush this thing?
I will do my duty.
To war, Abner.
At your beck and call.
Blood. To war.
Break them around.
Death to non-believers!
Pain cleanses the body.
Magenta. What's this? Yeah, this is the boring one. It's not like bad, it's just not a great one.
I'll do it.
First one. Oh, you hurt the other guy. That's nice.
I must not falter.
I serve the ruinous powers!
Right. Let's do this.
Witness my resolve.
Oh shit, don't hit Abelard, please.
Eradicated.
Oh shit, fucking Abelard's friends. What are these? Natural armor. Jesus Christ. Energy boost. Oh, I can't fucking move you out of the way. You'd stab Abelard.
Easy.
Adira. Just keep hitting with psychic abilities. It ignores. Keep hitting it with exploits. Yes, a lot.
Indeed. An exemplary strike.
Doors, you don't die. It's deflection. Not that smart.
Stay vigilant.
Wait, no, deflection might do. I don't know if deflection works on melee attacks. Argenta. Yeah, Argenta can come over here. There we go.
Death to the weak.
Single shot that missed. I can run over to the other side so I can swing my blade down without accidentally stabbing at Lord. Very nice. Bestial Rage. Oh shit. Okay. So it's gonna hit really hard. It's got natural armor and the energy boost. Great to know. Just keep stabbing.
Stop mocking me.
Keep bombarding it with psychic powers. That's the only real way we're gonna be able to bash this thing's HP down. Just expose weakness on it. The exploits aren't staying on its body. Abe,
We'll rule the stars themselves.
Start swinging. Just start swinging. Don't stop, baby. Avalad.
I took care of this one.
Fuck. Alright, that's the big scary bastard dead.
My place is at the fore.
My faith shields me. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Chaos guides me.
There we go. And another level up. Let's go. Hey, I need that shield mastery. Good. I'll take some... I mean, some weapon skill would be pretty cool. Agility boosts my dodge, yeah? I would like better dodge. Thick skin. Parry chances increased by 25% of the warrior's total armor. Very good, very nice. Yeah, I think I should stick with that. Well, interception's really good, actually. And boosting his toughness is really important. He just needs to be a tank. He is the tank. Willpower. Edge of Fate. Can't grab Psycho Minoris. Flawless plan. Predicted downfall. Unnatural luck. No. After. Oh wait. At the end of the next turn, maybe. Because pain channeling's useful. Yeah, let's rock pain channeling. Soldier, ballistic skill. Rapid reload is very nice. Combat Medicaid. Enough bullets for everyone. First hit of each ranged attack burst deals additional damage equal to rate of fire. Swift slaughter. Tenderize. Trace the trajectory. Ready to serve. Cleansing faith. Ooh, yeah. No, I need this. So that I can give her a flamer and we can kill Xenos better. Weaponry. Intelligence less than 35. My intelligence is 35. Yours is 30. This is toughness. Still need a shield. Oh, but I can hold a sword in my offhand with the shotgun now. Cool. What am I doing now? Well, I'm trying to get into contact with the bridge officer, yeah? Blade shard. Heroism. Heroic act using battle increases dodge. +1 damage. Whenever the wearer of these gloves suffers an injury or falls unconscious in combat, their allies gain +1 bonus to damage till the end of the turn. Cool. Enric. No, it's Enric.
The air is dead.
I need...
Rivor, Master Helmsman.
There we are.
System status report.
By the Emperor. It's the Seneschal. Living and breathing. Well, there's a tricky question. The old place is so overgrown with foul wickedry. We'll be scrubbing it off the vid screens for throne knows how long.
We need to re-establish contact with the Navigator's Sanctum. It is our only chance of escaping from the warp. Your words seem to knock the officers out of their stupor, and the air around you fills with voices and commands being issued. You hear someone sobbing, one of the survivors buckling under the stress. Abelard cuffs the crying officer without even looking.
Restore the Vox channel to the Navigator's Sanctum. Ready the crew. Prepare for translation to real space. You may call me superstitious, but translation is not a good time to disregard rules. You are the only one who speaks for House von Valancius. You may not be the Lord Captain, but you, more than anyone else, deserve to take her place in the ritual that is about to commence.
He directs your attention upwards, to the throne that sits at the apex of the tall staircase. I am ready to begin the ritual. I'm ready. Begin the ritual. Before you is hazy, swaying in sorcerous currents invisible to mortal eyes, as if whatever is beneath this tiny shell is constantly changing while still remaining the same. It has taken on the guise of Theodora, but the false rogue trader's eyes reveal the entity's true, surreal nature. One of Theodora's eyes is engulfed in otherworldly fire. The other, a vessel of ancient evil, bores into you. The voice seeps directly into your brain without ever reaching your ears. And this voice booms with all the horrors of the warp.
Who are you to oppose destiny itself for the sake of lives that are not your own? So many threads stretch between you and other creatures of your world. Pitiful, worthless links, ready to shatter at the slightest touch. A muddled, erratic, pointless tangle.
It resonates and merges with the voices that have already dug their foul roots into your consciousness. A moment later, you realize that all these voices are the myriad manifestations of the same call that has finally invaded your mind. I am saving my people. Do your worst, but you cannot stop me.
Lead them, mortal. Guide them. Persuade them. Force them to walk your path. You will need followers, for destiny is preordained.
The aspirant vowed to return with a trophy, a relic that could serve the edge of daybreak. That fate was assured, and the steps chosen. And yet, you broke the unbreakable when you took the aspirant's place. I see you. On the day when the final dawn rises over the Iron World, I see you by my side on that day. The day of my resurrection.
Your image is woven into the tapestry of things to come. I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. The thread that will guide you and the weapon of our return to me.
The path is set, child of the dawn. The thread is woven. Follow it, servant of mine.
Seneschal, the Navigator's Sanctum is silent. The Vox signal is stable, which means...
The Navigator gave his life battling the storm that nearly claimed the von Valancius flagship. We will honor his memory, along with that of all who died this day.
Seneschal, will you tell us now? Who is that? Where's the Lord Captain?
As First Officer, it is my duty to inform you with the greatest regret and indelible sorrow that Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius is dead. May her memory never fade from the annals of the dynasty. By right of blood succession, and with the absence of other kin who could challenge this decision, it is hereby declared that the successor to Theodora von Valancius is her heir, the rightful inheritor of the Warrant of Trade, and the title of Rogue Trader. The official ascension ceremony will be held at a later time. In the interim, have you lost your tongues? Hail your lord. It is because of his toils that we all still live.
The deed is done, Master. My apologies. I meant to say Lord Captain.
Lord Captain. I like the ring of that.
The treachery of the Master of Whispers was fruitless, but victory came at a great cost. Lord Captain Theodora von Valancius perished along with her heir, Edelthrad, and thousands of crew members. Yet hope remained, for the second in line to the Rogue Trader dynasty survived, and through the strength of his resolve, saved those who were counting on him for protection.
Okay, so I think we're getting to where I would like to leave this for tonight. After this. Cargo management. Oh, I know of cargo management. Deep shadows of weariness can be seen on Ablad's face. Though the old officer's eyes are keen, they rake over you from head to toe. He frowns, mutters something, then nods to himself. Well then, your lordship. You cannot help but notice that the Seneschal does not know how to talk to you, or where to begin. His hesitation brings an involuntary smirk to your face, as though someone else entirely is gloating at the old officer's confusion. Seeing your smile, Abelard pulls himself together. You must now hold your first officer's briefing in your new role as Lord Captain. For many of those who are about to join us on the bridge, this will also be their first briefing. We sustained massive losses among the senior and middle-ranking officers. Some posts have had to be filled by the deputy's deputy's deputy, while others go unfilled entirely, and now the deck clans are deciding who will take over the leaderless crews. What is on the agenda for this meeting? Reports on the condition of the ship and crew. The Lord Captain is not usually drawn away from her important affairs to attend such routine briefings, but this is a unique situation. I am still receiving updates from across the ship, and they are not encouraging. Getting this bird to fly will take a gargantuan effort, even so far as you personally negotiating with the authorities of the systems we are currently in. So prepare to hear a bevy of complaints and excuses, your lordship. Take this opportunity to get a good look at the officers who work 6 decks away from the bridge, and they in turn will have the honor of beholding the visage of their Lord Captain. I'm ready to start the briefing. Summon the officers. With a gesture, Abelard relays the order to the adjunctants to the far end of the magnificent chamber. dozen pairs of eyes bore into you, the expressions relevant, revealing restraint, joy, curiosity, and wariness. Attention, officers. You have been granted an honor. Lord Captain Ignatius von Valancius will personally conduct today's briefing. Our most gracious Lord Captain is ready to hear your reports. Perhaps you would introduce those present, Ablard. As you wish, your lordship. Ablard points to a tall, slender woman, whose body seems to contain as many implants as it does flesh. Vigdis Suri Ota, of the Toilman line, our new Voxmaster. It is an honor to serve your lordship. The Voxmaster offers a deep bow. Aboard this vessel, you have at your command thousands of crew members and hundreds of officers and section chiefs. I am responsible for receiving, processing, and sending all communications between you and them, as well as external sources. I am your eyes and mouth, Lord Captain. Besides her is Ravel, the Master Helmsman. He steers our ship along the course set by the Lord Captain and monitors the void around us, to ensure that we do not stray into an asteroid field or a pirate trap. The bearded man with pale, almost transparent skin, large, dark circles under his eyes, and a dour expression that seems hardwired into his face, gives a sullen nod. Hey, Lord Captain. This here ship's as good as home to me, so rest assured she's in safe hands. I'll die before I let her come to any grief. And lastly, our High Factorum, Janris Danrock, who oversees supplies, procurement, and the general material well-being of the ship. Dressed in an embroidered jacket, the heavyset man with oiled hair offers his obsequious smile and bows. It is an honor, your lordship. You may trust me with all matters concerning your comfort. Everything will be done to the highest standard. In the second row, we have... Fuck. In the second row, we have the three officers charged with overseeing the ship's vital functions. The Master of Ordnance is responsible for the artillery aboard, the Infernus Master, whose crew work to prevent and extinguish fires on the ship, and lastly, the Drive Master, servant of the Omnissiah. The three officers salute you. The Infernus Master does so with confidence, while the Master of Ordnance betrays nervousness. The Drive Master offers a salute resembling a dance, involving the complicated manipulation of all the tech priests' mechandendrites. Is that everyone? Unfortunately, our choir master, the esteemed Zachary Wise, head of the Astropath section, is unable to join us. He's in charge of communications with distant star systems. Master Wise has been in a trance for some time now, attempting to contact other planets in the Von Valancius Protectorate and inform them of Lady Theodora's passing and Conrad Vutgear's treachery. I will deliver a report to your lordship on the Astropath's progress as soon as it is possible to do so. It is equally regrettable that two more individuals worthy of mention could not join us at the briefing. The Master-at-Arms and Confessor Adalbert. The eminent Adalbert must see to the funeral services being held for the fallen officers, of whom there are too many for him to take leave from the chapel. And Mistress Saubeck, who has replaced her late predecessor as our Master-at-Arms, is currently leading the search for any surviving agents of Voigtfear. All others present are adjutants, secretaries, and deputies. They are here to make of a record of proceedings. I wish to hear the Infernus Master's report. Lord Captain, the tall man bows his head in deference. I can report that all fires across all decks have now been extinguished. The preliminary damage assessment in terms of material losses and crew casualties have been completed. The results have been submitted to the Seneschal and the High Factorum. The post passed to him after the previous Infernus Master and his next 3 deputies expired in the line of duty. Blood remarks in a low voice, pitched for your ears only. The lad is managing well so far, but he can take the heat, so to speak. High Factorum, what have you to report? We are toiling away and night. We're toiling day and night to compile a full account of the losses. The task will require next to no involvement from your lordship. I will personally ensure that all damaged components are given into the tech priest's hands for attention, and that all lost supplies are replaced. There is only one resource that I cannot replenish single-handedly, and that is people. We have lost more than 2,000 crew members, and unfortunately this number is not confined to the scum of the lower decks, which are easily replaced, but also includes trained professionals. We will be able to make up our losses on the nearest planet, Rykat Minoris. However, the planet, the whole system in fact, belongs to the Winterscale Rogue Trader dynasty. We cannot simply begin recruiting on the planet without first coming to an understanding with the governor. In that respect, I am powerless. Negotiations at this level are a matter for the Rogue Trader. Especially given Caligos Winterscale's penchant for attacking first and asking questions later, and the kind of thick-skulled thugs he usually installs as governors on his planet. Drive Master, I will hear from you now. A voice distorted by a Vox retranslator emerges from under the tech priest's scarlet hood. Lord Captain, the foes that set upon this noble void ship destroyed the repositories of hundreds of machine spirits. The great warp engine entrusted into my charge is unharmed, thanks the Omnissiah, but its spirit mourns its dead brethren. We have not yet identified a prayer protocol capable of assuaging its sorrow and anger. With great sorrow, I must report that the Engineer Prime, overseer and spiritual authority of all tech priests on board, fell in battle. The Magos was betrayed by the little flesh that remained part of him. A most terrible loss. There is no one among my comrades aboard whose experience and comprehension of the sacred protocols equals that of the fallen Magos. We require a replacement, and as soon as possible. I see. Thank you. Helmsman, deliver your status report. Right you are, Captain. Lord Captain. To cut a long story short, the outlook is bleak. The ship's sound, more or less, but without our Engineer Prime and Navigator, who fell in battle, we have no way out of the system. If we try to set so much as a toe inside the warp, I don't know what'll happen first. Our warp drive being torn to pieces, or all of us melting into the bulkheads. Your Lordship, if you will allow me to interject, when we arrived in the system, my crew followed standard protocols and conducted a count of all available telecommunication channels. All available communication channels in the region. One of them was a Navis Novelite station. The station maintains complete Vox silence, but even in its presence here inspires hope. To have located a navigator in the very same system is an incredible stroke of luck, a true blessing from the God Emperor. A sharp bolt of pain dances through your skull as if in response to what you just heard. You understand that it is not the God Emperor you should thank for such good fortune. The words of the demon that appeared before you during the translation to real space echo in your mind. I am the weaver, I am the will of the weaver of destinies, and today I will weave a new thread of elusive possibilities and fickle chances. The thread that will lead you out of the maw of irreversibility. The thread that will help you find the keys to salvation. If I were you, I'd grab this chance with both hands, or else you'll soon be eyeing up asteroids to use as your new residence. In slightly less shitty news, we can go round and round this system till our heads are swimming, as long as the Promethium and supplies last. And if any thick as grok shit lowlives come sniffing around, we'll be able to take them out, so don't you worry on that score. Master of Ordnance, do you have anything to report? Master of Ordnance gives you a gloomy look. No, my job's simple. Maintain the arsenal and fire where I'm told. But just ask anyone. We've got no able crew, no Lord Captain. Master of Ordnance, you forget yourself. The Master of Ordnance chokes back his words. He was obviously about to blurt out without thinking. He casts another look at you before turning away. I apologize profusely, Lord Captain. Pardon the fool. The ship is in ruins. Every other officer is dead and the Lord Captain is no longer with us. Fear has taken hold of me. He looks up at you. But I've heard of you. Oh yes, your fame has reached even as far as the Expanse. I can't be showing myself up in front of an illustrious person such as yourself. He adjusts his uniform and stands ramrod straight. The Master of Ordnance can report that the rest of the arsenal has been saved and the battery is in good order. We are ready to fight, and that is the Lord Captain's will. To summarize, we have sustained serious losses in crew members, and we require a new engine seer, prime, and navigator. Is that all that is preventing us from continuing the voyage? Precisely, Lord Captain. But bear in mind that this will not be the end of our trials. The ship's systems must be properly inspected for major damage, which can only be carried out at Footfall Station, home of the only dockyard in the sector. But we will never reach Footfall without first solving these three immediate problems. Thank you all for your reports. Dismissed. The assembled officers salute you as one. Right. Your Lordship, there is one other thing. A confidential matter of the utmost importance. Lady Theodora, Abelard hesitates. Your eternally esteemed predecessor brought the ship here to this system for a reason. She was given a secret commission. You perhaps are wondering who has the authority to commission a rogue trader to do anything, and I shall tell you. The Lord Inquisitor, the hand of the Empire, the chief architect of his will in the Coronos Expanse. I came across a strange handwritten letter on Theodora's desk. It was signed XC. You're referring to the contents of that note, I presume? Yes, quite right. XC. Xavier Calasar. Lady Theodora has to seek out the Lord Inquisitor's right-hand man, one Heinrich von Kallax, an interrogator, you understand. All I know is that he is somewhere in this system, and we must find him and offer him whatever assistance he requires, and then deliver him to Footfall on the Furibundus system, Finding him without any more information to go on will be difficult indeed, but Inquisitor is an important individual. The authorities in the system, either the Navis Nobilite or the Governor of Rykid Minoris, may know something. That is all of it, Your Lordship. You have a great deal of work ahead of you, but it is a mere taste of the daily burden of a rogue trader. Soon you must take up the reins of the Von Velactus Protectorate. Abelard gives you another scrutinizing look, as if trying to gauge how long you will hold out under this mountain of problems. His face softens slightly, and it seems he is about to offer some words of encouragement. Idira, Sister Argenta, explain yourselves. The Sister of Battle grimly nods towards Idira. The Psyker is suffering some ailment, a dark madness. She insists on seeing the rogue trader. I judge that it would be unwise to leave her unsupervised. For a brief moment, Sister Argenta's voice sounds hesitant. I was also hoping to approach you with a personal request, but it can wait. Speak to me when you have time, rogue trader. Idira's glazed eyes rove over those assembled. One word bursts from her lips. Daybreak. If there is nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get to work. Idira, come to your senses. Damn it! Idira presses her fingers to her temples in desperation. Your lordship, here's the thing. I was trying to see the immediate future, and it hit me so hard. My head is still spinning. Something very strange is heading your way, and I can't make out what it is, no matter how hard I try. A single word is all I can make out. Daybreak. Maybe it's dawn, and it's ringing and ringing like an echo, like a bell. But if it's daybreak, then why is it so dark? We cannot extract any information of value from a single word. Can you tell us anything else, Mistress Glass? No, not yet anyway. The voices are going berserk, all shouting at once. I can't make sense of any of it. As soon as I know or sense anything, I'll report it, alright? Lord Captain, if you want me to take a closer look into your future, find me on the bridge and we can talk. Lady Theodora was well served by my whispers on many occasions. I'm sure you would benefit from them as well. The Psyker's bitten lips stretch into a wry smile. If there's nothing else of value to report, I declare this briefing concluded. It's time to get back to work. High Vectorum Genus, Demo. The High Vectorum breaks away from the rest, approaches you, bowing repeatedly. Lord Captain, if I may steal just one more moment of your time. The matter is rather delicate, as it concerns trophies that were left after the battle on the ship. One trophy in particular, I should say. I retrieved a blade fragment from one of the bodies on the bridge. A curious article. I saw the need to keep it safe in case it should be of interest to you. As he says this, the Vectorum gaze slides away from yours and he looks off somewhere over your shoulder. You keep it for now. As soon as we locate this acolyte of the Inquisition, you will hand the blade over to him. A spike of pain pierces your skull. The entity inside you howls and rages, promising you 1,000,000 torments and miseries for this treachery. The Vectorum gives a start and briskly makes a note on his data slate. Of course, your lordship. Oh god, my fucking throat. So much reading out loud. Okay. This is that's it for tonight. This is as far as I'm good with going. The prologue is pretty lengthy, and this is the boring part. So we're done. I'm gonna rest my fucking voice box. Have a good night. Have a good day. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.